Hello. Welcome, everyone. Excuse me. I'll hack on you. Okay. Hi, Mary. How are you? Miss you. Haven't talked to you in a while. Hi. Welcome. So, I gotta tell you guys this story while we're waiting for everybody to come. It's just like really cool and it's something new for me. I know. The other night, about a week ago, I was lying in bed and I felt I could hear somebody walk in my room. So you could hear the footsteps, right? So I'm laying there trying to go to sleep and I opened my eyes and I swear to God, I saw this. It was a being, okay, but it was like a silver outline of a being walking right next to my bed and it was about a foot away and I'm thinking, what the heck is this? It didn't look like an angel, but there was no evil or anything. And then I felt it touching me and I was like, okay, I don't know who you are, but it was happy joy. It was okay. So I don't know. I haven't even, actually, I forgot about it until just a little while ago and thought I'd share that with you. I don't know if anybody's had that experience or not or seen anything like that. I know one of my guidance clients sent me the most amazing picture and I'm going to show it. I'm going to share it with you guys. She's given me permission, but I haven't figured out yet how I'm going to do it. But it is, and I may have already shared this with you, but it's a picture of a being, it looks like it's being sucked up into the clouds. It is like the coolest thing I've ever seen. She took the photo. Hi, how are you? She actually took the photo and I think I'm gonna have to get up and plug in. Excuse me for 1 second. Okay, my computer's gonna die. And that's where my questions are. Yeah, she took this amazing photograph that it's just so unbelievable. It looks like a human being, the outline of a human being. Hi, how are you? Or good night. Where they're being like sucked up, just rising up, like they're being pulled up into the clouds. Most amazing photograph, and you'll see it soon because I am going to use it. I think I'm going to use that in an inspiration. I'm going to start inspiration, like daily or weekly inspiration quotes and things like that for you guys, motivational. But it was really, really unbelievable. So the first question we have is a really good question. Hi, New Zealand. Send that to my email, okay? Send that to AscendingSoulsJourney@gmail.com. Yeah. Yeah, so Jasmine said she's seen things walking around in her room. She leaves her TV on, her light on. I do too. I sleep with the night light on. You guys probably think that's really funny, but when I was growing up, and I do think I've said this before, but when I was growing up, you know, as a little girl, I would see things walking around, creatures, people, whatever it was, spirits, ghosts, all of it. And I could hear them. They would talk to me. They would touch me. So it scared me. And I was raised a Catholic. So it was taboo to talk about things like that in my family at that time. So I would get really, really scared and I would have to turn the light switch off and I would jump from the wall where the light switch was and jump across the room into my bed because I was afraid. And my brother used to hide under the bed and he would grab my feet sometimes. So that's why I would jump because it would scare me. So yeah, I do also. I sleep. Well, what I have is a salt lamp, Himalayan salt lamp, and I turn that on in my room. So it's like multi-purpose. So any healing that I need to do, it's very soothing, it's very calming, and it actually is very, very good for the body. And it generates enough light where I can actually see things. So maybe you might want to try that. Okay, Jasmine? Hi. So the first question I have, somebody has sent in with no name. Sometimes I feel panicked inside and I know it's not me. Is it coming from someone else or like a warning? Oh, I was little. She's asking me when I started seeing spirits and ghosts. I was little. I mean, at the age of, well, I don't remember much before the age of 5. It's kind of like all blocked out. But I'm glad you're with us too, Angie. But I know around the age of 5, I was really young and I remember where we lived. So it would have been around the age of 5. I started realizing that, or remember that I saw them at that time. Um, you know, you can see them at any age, at any time. Yep, good idea. So this question is a really good question because I'm actually having that happen today, okay? So today I feel very panicked. I'm almost short of breath. You'll hear me like through the show, like trying to catch my breath, okay? This is not my feeling and it's in my solar plex area. This is not my panic. This is coming from somebody else. I have nothing to be panicked over. I'm really good in my world. I'm happy. I'm, all of that. And I know it's somebody else. Now I will tell you, and many of you may have experienced this where you feel something like a sense of terror, like a sense of somebody's going to get in trouble or something's going on. I don't know what it is. And my children, I would know when my children needed me. I could feel that. I could feel that pull from within. So this panic feeling, if you're in a soulmate journey, that can actually be your soulmate going through their own life experiences. They could have experienced a death in the family, or they're in the hospital, or they need to have something done that's scaring them, and you're picking up on that vibration. You're connected, okay? And my children and I are connected. We're all connected. Whether we enhance the connection or not is up to us, but we all have that connection to each other. We're all based on, it's like electrical currency kind of, if that makes sense. That's why a lot of times you'll see me itch my nose and you'll see other readers who are psychic readers, they start itching also. It's not just the nose. It's like we itch everywhere when we give readings, when we're actually have a deeper connection to the other side. Same thing with this. It's like that pull, so I would pick up the phone, and I do this with my guidance clients sometimes. I didn't today because I have a feeling I know who it is, but I contact them to make sure they're okay. I can feel their energy as well because I'm tapped into them. So when you feel that panic feeling, you can reach out to people that you know just to make sure they're okay. This could be, my mom, who I don't talk to, and she's thinking heavily of me, whether it's positive or negative, but there's something going on where she's trying to connect with me on a spiritual level because we all have that ability, right? So she's trying to pull from me to contact her. That's a hypothetical. But yeah, and if you're in the soulmate journey, you probably experience that quite a bit where it's like in the soulmate journey, you can feel your soulmate and it's like they'll literally like suck the breath out of you is what you feel like because they're so panicked. Now they could be panicked again over their own situation, or they can be panicked from maybe the fear of, oh my God, that's my soulmate, they just figured it out. Or I have to confess to my soulmate that I was a schmuck, or that that I love you. That fear in itself, you'll start feeling that, as you go along. So you guys have wonderful questions, but what I really would like is, and at the end, I'll try and look at the questions at the end. But in the beginning, I do want to address the people that sent me the messages. And I've asked you guys, please send me those messages because I look back and I see these wonderful questions, but you're not sending them to my email. So those questions that you just asked, if you could, if they do not have to do with what I'm talking about, just send them to my email and I will bring them up. I promise we'll address them on another live show. But getting back to this, yes, that is panic. Now, as a warning sign, yeah, you can have that feeling, you know, like you're going to the principal's office when you're a little kid and you get in trouble and that, oh my gosh, I'm going to get in trouble. Yeah, you'll have that panic feeling as well. And you can use it as a warning sign, but typically it's in a different way, in a different manner. So I've had situations where I meet I'm talking about feeling panicked inside. It's not our panic, it's from elsewhere. They don't know if it is them. Well, it's not them, but they don't know where it's coming from. And they're wondering if that's a warning sign or if that's someone else. So, no, I'm talking about feeling panicked inside. Hi, Amanda. So, yeah, pay attention to that, okay? When you feel that pull, okay, check with your family, check, make sure everybody's okay. How you doing? Everything good? Yeah, it's okay. Because oftentimes you can call and they say, well, yeah, I just got in trouble, or yeah, XYZ. And then you know where that's coming from because it's deep, it's intense, and it's real. And if it's not coming from anybody that you know, then just make sure that in your surrounding, that everything is copacetic. You know, that way if it's a warning sign, but you'll have a knowing. You'll have like this inner knowing. We all have that ability where you'll know if it's like a warning sign, but it very well could be yes. Um, so the next question is from Janet in Vermont. I have had many setbacks financially and feel a sense of desperation. I keep asking for help, but nothing has happened yet. How do we know if the angels can hear us and when or if they will answer us? Well, that's a really good question, right? So I'll give you guys a little story. My dad wanted me, he grew up in a really difficult environment. So he had difficulty keeping money, okay, basically. Like he'd get money, it'd be gone. Between him and my mom, gone. When he was older, about 4 or 5 years before he passed away, so this was around the year 2000, 2001, right in that area, he started asking me to look up. He was in the military. He started saying that there was money from the federal government that was going to go to the families, okay, if they were on the test site. So he explained the whole scenario, search and search and search. I spent like a year trying to figure out what he was talking about because he didn't quite know the whole thing. Bottom line is, I couldn't figure it out. My father passed away in 2004. And when he died, he had like $2,500 in a bank account. He had a car that went to my sister. All the things that he had that were of value, my brother took. And I was supposed to get the $2,500, which my brother took that too. Okay, family rivalry, right? So he came to me many, many times, me and my children, after he passed away. He'd be in our home. We could tell he was there. We knew it was him. And long story short, he had no money. He was broke. He was living off of Social Security, living in my uncle's, a travel trailer on my uncle's property in Joshua Tree, California. In 2009, I received a letter from out of the blue from an attorney in Southern California saying that my father had $32,000 in a bank account. And they just needed my birth certificate to show that I was his child. The thing is, my dad never had a bank account. He never had any money like that. He just didn't have it. It didn't come from anywhere. He didn't invest. So where did this money come from? So when we're looking at your question, Janet, when we ask for guidance and when we ask for help, it's about patience, and they do watch over us. The angels watch over us all the time. They do protect us, and we all have a guardian angel, right? We all know that. You all have a guardian angel. They do protect us, and they do guide us, and they hear us when we ask. It's all about divine timing. Now, had I got the money before, it would have been used to buy the home that I had purchased, before the economy flipped. It would have been used for this or that or this or that. I was at a point in my life where it was time for me to make changes in my life, time for me to make transitions in my life, and I was lacking money. So I was praying, and I believed, and I had faith. And this, all of a sudden, poof, out of nowhere, there it is. My point is, you won't know when it's coming, but it's about believing that they're going to answer you, and the money will come at the right moment, at the right time. Now, we have to be co-creators, right? So while I was trying to figure out how to get money, looking at, I had 2 sets of washers and dryers, so I sold one, right? I went through, got rid of everything I didn't need. I feng shuied my home, and a lot of you are hearing me say this because it's time, and I keep hearing everybody needs to go through, it's time to clean house, all right? And we should have started doing this before, but definitely do it now if you haven't. Get rid of all the old things. So here I was actually taking action to generate some kind of income, and then bam, here comes this wonderful check that helped me and my family relocate and start a brand new life. So we never know when it's going to come. It's more about the faith of knowing that they are going to help us, and they will be there, and they will guide us. So I hope that helps you, Janet. The next question is, there are a lot of negative and jealous people in the world who do not want to see others prosper and end up cursing them, sending them negative energies. Do curses really work? Yeah, they can work. Absolutely. Voodoo's real. Black magic is real. So is white magic. Yes, curses are real. Now, sometimes we have situations like this where it's about karma. It doesn't even have anything to do with us, and we can get involved in a karmic family and karmic situations that really don't involve us, but because we're there, it engulfs us in it, all right? So you have to keep that in mind as well. So curses work, absolutely, they can. I do deal with people that have had that, one person has recently contacted me where they have a family curse. They literally have a family curse, and people are dying in the family. So yeah, it's absolutely real. And I suggest that you do not dabble in black magic or voodoo. Yes, yes, Earthly Virgo. What you put out, you get back. Basically, what I'm talking about is co-creating. God will help us when we start working. It's not like, hey, God, send me the money. I'm going to sit here and watch TV. No, it doesn't work like that. You need to take action, right? You need to actually put effort out on making changes, on trying to create ways. Use your imagination to bring money in. We all have the capability, so it's a matter of bringing that money in. And okay, sorry, I just wanted to check. That was a question, but I'll address that later. But as long as we're co-creating, they will help us. And it's about faith, it's about trust that they're going to bring this into you. So the next question is, I believe in power of prayers and God's will, and would like to think that He removes them. Now, this person believes that God is a masculine energy. I do also. It is not the way I was raised. It is because when I hear God speak to me, it is in a very profound, masculine, deep, masculine, authoritative voice. So when I hear it, I know it is masculine energy. But that God will remove blockages if they're there. Does it delay blessings and slow down the project? I don't understand that. I believe in power of prayers and God will and would like to think He removes blockages, but does it delay blessings? No, no. God removing, well, first of all, we need to do the work. Okay, if we have a blockage, that's what this soulmate journey is about. The soulmates put into your life to trigger you, to look at your blockages, to look at why you have repetitive patterns, whether you're the runner or the chaser. It's each person triggering the other one to go in their own individual lives. That's why the healing has to take place separate, right? So God doesn't remove a blockage all by Himself. We are co-creators, so we have to put in the energy and effort to look back, to review, to analyze, and take a look at it. In what ways can, well, that's what, Samantha, that's what the psychic development program is about. We all have the course that I offer, which I just posted the new date for the new one, and I have 5 openings left for the new psychic development that'll start on June 8th. Yeah, now I lost track of what I was saying. This pulling inside of me, you guys, is like amazing. It's like somebody is absolutely terrified, and I don't know who it is. I haven't had a chance to even reach out. I hope it's none of my guidance clients, but I will touch base with them later. But yeah, it's kind of got me thrown off my beat, and I don't do that very often. So we are co-creators. We are the ones responsible for going back because we have free will. We can leave all that anger, all that pain sitting inside of us and in our subconscious mind. Subconscious mind, and continue repetitive patterns. So why does everybody leave me? Okay. Why is everybody reject me? Why do I not fit in? Well, let's start investigating that. That's co-creating, taking action. My guidance clients, people who want to make changes in their life, they want to remove those blockages. That's why they come to me. It's all about you doing the work because you have a choice. You can sit there and go the rest of your life with that, harboring inside that anger. You know how people have a lot of anger, and you see them when they post their messages, I never want to talk to that person again. Well, clearly they have not healed. They haven't even most likely reviewed the situation, but you can feel that anger. So it will sit there inside that person until they say, okay, I need to go back. Yep. I need to go back and I need to look at what this is. Why am I picking people that I feel like they don't want me? They are rejecting me, right? So it's all about really looking at us. Yes, it can be. Oh, I think you asked me that last week, but I remember that question. Please send that to my email and I will be happy to answer that one. It's a little more lengthy of a question. She's saying that she's attracted to intuitive people. She's drawn to them and wondering if she herself is intuitive. Yes, that's very possible. I don't know. Good night. Thank you for watching. It is very, very possible because through my journey, I had people come into my life, from a young child on up, where all of a sudden somebody would come in and they would direct me or guide me on how to, and I may have shared this with you, a former boss of mine taught me how to hone in on detail. Out of the blues, it just came out of the blues, and all of a sudden he started telling me this, and it works. And this is what I use this method when I teach people. But yeah, absolutely, you could be drawing them in for a reason. There is a purpose that they're all coming to you, these intuitive individuals. So check that out. See what your gifts are. Figure out what your gifts are and then learn to enhance them. And you may want to check out my psychic development class, okay? But yeah, that's a really good question. So a lot of you are asking questions about angels, okay? I get a lot of messages about angels, wanting to know as much information as you can about them. Angels, and one of the biggest questions is, what do they look like, right? Angels are beautiful. They are elegant beings, graceful, dynamic, powerful, masculine, bold, daring, and fierce, but in a graceful, elegant way. They have a wonderful sense of beauty around them. And there are earth angels. Earth angels are here on earth. For example, when I went through my spiritual transformation, I withdrew. You guys know I didn't want to talk to nobody. I wasn't about to help anybody, right? I've done it all my life. Nobody gave back forget this. I'm never doing it again. Here I am with you, right? But I walked into a 7-Eleven one day, and there was literally about 15 people. 7-Elevens out here are really small. It's a little convenience store here in Colorado. I walked in there. There's about 15 people right at the door that were checking out, and I heard somebody say, "Hi," and I'm looking around. Now, I didn't want to talk to anybody. Didn't want to, but I had already received my enlightenment. I already knew my life purpose. They had already told me what I was supposed to do. So I already had that inner glow. I already had that feeling of, yay, my life is on a new path. So I was feeling very good when I walked in, but I still didn't want to talk to anybody. But I walk in and I hear this, "Hi," and I heard it again, and I looked around and I didn't see anybody, looking at me. And I heard it again, and I saw a hand way in the back of the room. This woman was waving at me, okay, out of all these people, and her eyes were directly on mine. That was an earth angel, okay? She was letting me know validation. She was letting me know, job well done. You've gone through your transformation. You're en route. We are here to guide you. Angels can inhabit bodies, so their form can be very different. They actually transform. They can look just like us. They can act just like us. They can go through a person, and that person will talk to you in what the angel wants to communicate with you, and then poof, they're gone, like that woman. So she either was an earth angel or an angel inhabited her to say, hey, I see you. I recognize you. I know who you are, and you're all right. So it's amazing when you meet people at that moment, when you feel so filled with despair, when you feel like you're invisible and you walk into a store and nobody even recognizes, nobody sees you, they act like, you've had people like shove their cart in front of you and you're like, damn, I'm here, Nobody sees you, you feel invisible, you feel unwanted, you feel rejected. And then all of a sudden somebody will walk up and they will say something to you that is positive, that lifts your spirit up. Angels that's what they're about. They're here to help us. They don't like to see people suffer. They don't like people to feel that sense of despair. They want to help. So they can, again, look very different. They can inhabit other people's bodies, and they can communicate to you through those bodies as well. So it's really amazing. They can't, you're invisible, or what do you mean, Samantha? You mean you feel invisible? I see you. We all see you. Okay, so yeah, angels are amazing. There are many different kinds. You guys have guardian angels around you. Archangels are very different. Angels can be very fierce, and they can be bold, mighty, gallant, right? They are fearless. They truly are fearless, and they're here to protect us. They're here to guide us. And when we get off our track, when we're talking about free will, they will try to guide you back on your path in a very gentle, loving way. Because I'm an introvert. Okay, so Samantha's saying sometimes she may feel like she's invisible because she's an introvert. Now look at that. Do you pick up a lot of people's energies, Samantha? When you walk into public, do you feel the negative energy and the positive energy? Take a look at, why are you an introvert? Okay, is there issues? Okay, yes. So if you're feeling other people's energy, Samantha, when you walk into stores and etc., it's really difficult for people who are empaths, people who have gifts on many different levels, but definitely on the empath level. When we walk into a room, I don't like crowds. I can't stand crowds. I do not like people near me. And then there's always that person behind you trying to shove up next to you in line in stores. And it's like, dude, back off, right? You know what I'm talking about. Because I can pick up their negative energy, and they're upset because they want to get out of this line. Well, so do I. you know, but here they are ramming their cart into me. I have to keep space. So when you go in public, Samantha, keep distance. So when somebody's in front of me, I put about a foot or sometimes even 2 feet in front of me and the person in front of me. And I try to do the same for the person in back. And the holiday season, when the lines are super long in the store, which I shop at 2 a.m., so I don't need to be in those lines. That's just the way that I learned how to do it. So I'm not engulfed with all that negative hustle and bustle energy. But keep that distance in you. And you're not invisible. Okay, you are not invisible, Samantha. We all have angels and beings and guides and spirits around us. And you're never actually alone. But if you have that gift, maybe you want to enhance that gift so you can help other people with it. I missed that question. Well, that's very nice. So they're saying they protect people from other people like that when they go out. How do you protect them? Thank you. Right back at you. Um, oh, we're talking briefly. So she's asking me about my twin flame, and if we're talking, we just barely, you know, haven't had the heart to heart, and we'll see. I'm not worried about it because I'm asking for the right person in my life. Okay, I'm not asking for that person. I'm not trying to be in a relationship with my guy. I am asking the universe to send me my true person that I meant to walk this path with. Now, the twin flame, you know, that is a whole different kind of journey, but we'll see. And I will keep you posted as soon as it could be 6 months before we communicate again. You never know. Somebody runs away all the time, right? Um, I'm so, I missed it. Synchronicity, I told myself the same thing today. Yeah, you will start, before you have your reconciliation or the opportunity to reconcile your differences with your soulmate, you will feel absolutely nothing, nothing. And it could be for months prior. So you won't feel that connection. It doesn't mean you're not connected because you'll still feel panicky and stuff. You'll still have them. They may still be talking to you telepathically. If you're dealing with an actual twin flame, you will still have that telepathic communication there. I just tell mine to talk to me in the human world because I need to, I need the human experience of it fulfilled. Okay. So, and you can tell them that in your thought process. But you'll feel a sense of nothingness just before they come back. And again, that could be months. All right. It really can be because what you don't understand, look at the healing as a soulmate in the soulmate journey. Look at the healing that you've undergone. Look at all the review that you've had to do in your life and realizing the repetitive patterns and figuring out what's going on with you creating those blockages. They also have their own issues and theirs could be much deeper than yours. The twin flames, very intense pain associated with their lives. So we're talking an entire lifetime of repetitive cycle, repetitive people, different, it can be family members. They usually come from what I am being guided, they come from a karmic type of a family. Um, they come from a karmic type of a family. So the way the other person, whether they're soulmate or a twin flame, we don't know what they're healing. We don't know. We know we have this connection, but we aren't sure what they're healing. They could have 10 and we only have 3. So we're done. We're waiting. Wait, tap, tap, tap. No, you're not supposed to do that. Don't sit and wait. Move forward. Move forward on your life path in the direction you're supposed to go. Your vibration rises. They feel it. It forces them to do their healing. You help the universe to heal your soulmate because that's what it's really about, is both of you healing. You're supposed to help each other like friends, right? That's what the contract is about. Going back, getting back on path. Why do some of us do more for others than we do for our own selves? Well, what do you think that would be? Why is it that I went my whole life giving and not taking, right? I was taught to give. I was raised by a narcissist. I was raised in an environment where in order to get approval, you had to give or you didn't get anything back. So in order to get love, I had to give. That's what I walked into the real world with. So when I hold up that Hierophant card, you guys, and I talk about socialized belief systems, that's what I'm talking about. What we are taught by the people who raise us, and we go forward in life, we take those belief systems with us, and we think the world is really based on whatever we were taught. But yet there's that inner conflict where, maybe this isn't right. It's all about you creating your own belief systems. And you have to, when you're raised in an environment like that, you have to learn how to, it's self-love, it's self-nurturing. That's what the growth is through the journey of a transformation, of a spiritual awakening, is putting you back in alignment where you are number one in your life, no one else, not even your soulmate, okay? Because we have to take care of us first. When we do that, it's no longer about give. Now it's give and take, right? Because we love ourselves. We grow up in environments where we don't know what love is. It's all about giving. That's why we will give. I hope that made sense for you. So yeah, okay, you guys have wonderful questions. Okay, that was too fast. That was too fast. That was so bad. It's like blink, blink. I need like big old glasses so I can see. Yeah, narcissists are horrible to deal with. Actually, I've had several narcissists contact me to be a guidance client, and I will not take them. No point. No point. They don't make boo-boos. They are not, they don't take accountability for their actions. Narcissists have no regard for other people's feelings. They don't care. They don't care if they hurt somebody they actually like. A true narcissist likes when they inflict pain. That's what narcissists are all about. Me, gimme. Oh, you won't give me? Here, bam, and they hurt you. It is a very different world. Someday I'll talk about my experience being raised by a narcissist mother. She was horrible to my father, absolutely horrible, emasculated him and all of that. Yes, self-love, body health. Yep, self-love. Self-love is where it's at. When we love ourselves first, that's when the world opens up to you in a very different way. When we have self-love, people will now respect you. People will love you. They listen to you. They are there for you when you need them because they know you value who you are. You value your work, you value your ethics, your morals, your values. When we don't have self-love, that means, yeah, walk all over me, treat me like crap. I like it, right? But self-love is very different than that. Self-love says, yeah, I'll put you in my world, but don't turn around. I'm an Aquarius, so I'll catch you. Not literally. Yes, send me an email. I have your other one. I'm sorry I didn't answer it yet. Okay. I missed that. I don't know what the song was. What was the song about? Somebody's talking about a song. Is it a self-love song? Do you want me to sing a self-love song? I'm not going to do that. You'll be like, oh my God, turn her off. All right, guys, I absolutely love doing this for you. Send your questions, excuse me, send your questions to AscendingSoulsJourney@gmail.com. The link is in the About section, and as soon as I get off here, I'll post it on as it's uploading the live stream, I'll put that on there as well. But I would love to announce your questions, and if you'd like your name attached, put that on there. Please send it in a separate email. I had like 3 people combine a question. They had ordered a reading and combined the question, and now I don't know who they are because my focus was on the reading at first, and then, oh shoot, I forgot to get it. So If you sent me a question and I did not address it on the live show, just resend it to me, okay? Thank you, Mary. I'll talk to you really soon. You too. Have a beautiful day. Oh, and check out, I just posted the new Psychic one. It'll start on June 8th, and the self-nurturing is coming. If you're interested, let me know. Otherwise, I probably won't even change the date on it. But yeah, have a wonderful day. Thank you guys. Much love.